Hey y'all, Jason here. So, as the work landscape has changed in response to this whole COVID 19 thing, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the precautions that you can take to protect yourself and your customers when you're on site at their home or their business. And of course, the CDC put out a list of kind of guidelines that you're supposed to go by, like wearing masks and gloves and keeping surfaces sanitized and washing your hands and keeping away from people. But I wanted to go over it from a locksmith perspective because, of course, us who work on doors and hardware and handle keys all day, those are some of the main surfaces that you're supposed to keep sanitized and keep clean. I don't really feel comfortable like instructing you on what to do for that. I know about locks, but I don't know about, I'm not an expert on the spread of viruses or bacteria. But I did find somebody who is an expert or who feels like they're an expert on the matter. So without further ado, let's hear from Frank.
You want to make sure and sanitize your tools as much as possible. Get your freaking wipes. Yank one out and wipe your tools. Just like that. And then when you get done, you set your tools down and you have a dirty wipe, right? You want to make sure that the wipe goes into a spot that's sanitary. Make sure you keep plenty of moist towelettes on hand to wipe off surfaces. Like, these things are freaking easy to come by right now. Oh my God! Make sure that you keep your door handles clean. Wipe them off with antibacterial wipes.
It's very important to wear freaking safety gear when you're on site. Goddamn!
You want to make sure and not have any exposed areas of skin when you're... You need to make sure that you're wearing a good pair of gloves, because when you're using your screwdriver and that happens... Oh my God! If your glove tears when you're using it, you have to carefully remove the glove like this and make sure that the hand doesn't touch any other part of the other hand, because it's infected with germs. So you got to be carefully do that. Oh my God! Make sure that the hand sanitizer that you're using has the right amount of alcohol in it. Some gloves are better than others. Make sure and wash your hands beforehand, and when you're putting on the glove, you'll be able to tell if it's any good, because before you hand the customer their key back, make sure and wipe it down carefully with a hand wipe to prevent the spread of germs. Just like that. Hey, here's your fucking keys! Social distancing is very important also. In some climates, it's getting very warm outside, and it gets really hard to breathe with your mask on. But guess what? Tough!
There are a couple of ways to take your temperature. First, a thermometer. Second, another thermometer. I know it's getting extremely hard to find the appropriate items that you need to use while you're keeping clean. But you can't use other stuff. And it's pretty easy to find, come to find out. You just want to make sure that you use it judiciously because you want to save on supplies as much as possible. Oh, God damn! And make sure and change your gloves too. So by following a few simple steps like that, you can help reduce the spread of the bacteria and virus associated with COVID-19. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just don't post them. When you're using those supplies, that you use them right, because otherwise it's a waste of time, and you don't want to waste your time using up critical supplies during this time.
This is hot as